Hey everyone. Today I'm going to talk about lightening up the TLR 22X-4 2.0. I'm going to go over the weight difference between the standard turnbuckles and titanium turnbuckles, the plastic gears in the diffs, and the plastic ring and pinion gears versus the stock gears. To go over the weight reduction for the turnbuckles, I forgot to weigh all 7 of the turnbuckles before I installed them on my TLR 22X4. But here is a stock turnbuckle, and we come out at about 3.85 grams per turnbuckle. And a titanium one is about 2.2 grams per turnbuckle. With all 7 of those, it comes out to about 11.62 gram savings. For all 3 of the diffs on the TLR, you will need one package of the TLR 332084 for the internal gears. I'm going to open these up here real quick and compare the difference between the stock gears and one of these. All right, after I took the gears out of the packaging, as you can see, they were on parts trees. The small ones were on here, and the larger gears were on that one. So make sure you use an emery board, nail file, whatever you want to call it, and clean up the edges where any of these gears were attached. I also, very lightly on the backside, I will sand the backside real lightly just to remove any of the flashing that could possibly be on the backside as well. But going over here to the scale, the plastic gears also come with a plastic cross pin. As you can see, a set of gears and the cross pins weighs 2.77 grams, the plastic ones. Whereas the stock ones with aluminum cross pin coming in at 11.8 grams. So it's about a 9 gram difference between each gear diff. So you got 27 grams worth of weight savings, which is pretty substantial on your drivetrain. Okay, now on to the ring and pinion end of the diffs. You will need 2 packs of TLR 332083. One for the front, one for the rear, because there's no ring and pinion on the center diff. Everything included is pictured. You got a ring and pinion gear, some new screws, and a couple extra shims there. I would definitely start with how they have it shown with the shims in the description right here, and just double check to make sure. You don't want this to be, solid, but you do want it to be probably a little bit tighter than the metal ring and pinion, but just make sure you have the right amount of slack. So checking the weight savings. So this is the stock ring and pinion. Putting them on the scale here. Looks like the stock ones will come out, we'll just say 15.66. And the plastic, we don't need to add the screws or anything like that. You're at 5.61, 5.6. So you're just a little over 10 grams per diff. So it's about 20 grams of savings in the car if you run them both, obviously run both. So going over all the stuff, we did turnbuckles today. That saved a little over 11 grams. The internal diff gears, 27 grams. Ring and pinion will save you just about 20.1 grams. So you got a savings about 59 grams in your, and most of that's in your drivetrain. About 45 grams is in your drivetrain. That's a big drop in your drivetrain weight savings there. So I really recommend the gears. Just watch to make sure on the ring and pinion one, as obviously it says it up there, center diff only. So you guys running carpet, just do that at your own risk, I guess. I think people have said that they ran them, but I would not. But you can still run the internal gears, obviously, and turnbuckles. I hope any of this information helps you guys out. I will include part numbers, stuff like that in the description. If you like what I'm doing, let me know. I'm going to keep doing these videos. Thanks.